After the break, an historic day in Ireland and indeed here on Leeside as they begin trialling Ireland's first autonomous robotic motorcar. It's an historic day on Leeside because we here in Cork have the first opportunity to test out one of these new autonomous self-drive cars. And by that I mean a car that 100% drives itself. Paul Byrne will be out and about testing this brand new car. It will use radar, it will use computer vision, and it will drive itself. It will perform all of the safety critical functions for the entire trip. So the driver is not expected to control the vehicle at any time. It will control all of the functions from start to stop. It will do all of the parking. And indeed, these cars can even function without anybody inside. So they also can work while the cars are unoccupied. So already across Europe, different countries have been trialling autonomous cars. Germany, the Netherlands and Spain, they allowed testing of robotic cars. Last year, the UK government launched public trials of a Pathfinder pod. And I know that Citroën and Peugeot have been working with the French government to have trials in real conditions in Paris. So it's not anything new to European cities per se, but for Ireland and certainly for Cork, it's a first. Just think of the different things that you'd be able to do or the difference it would make to the world if we all had autonomous cars. There would be no traffic congestion. There would be no traffic collisions. There'd be no tailgating or rubbernecking. There'd be lots more availability of space on the roads, and it would reduce traffic congestion. Indeed, relief of vehicle occupants from driving and navigational chores means that you can pretty much do whatever you want while you're in the car and not be distracted in any way. You could drive at a higher speed. People of any age, blind, intoxicated, distracted, or impaired in any way could drive because they actually have nothing to do. We would get rid of road signs. Car theft because the car wouldn't allow itself to be stolen. Stuff like that. I mean, it's an amazing thing. And it's an historic day as we have an opportunity on Leeside to try this out. So we're going live to check in with the Red Patrollers who are out and about with their autonomous car. And Paul Byrne is with them because he's going to be filming this for TV3. Our own Colm O'Sullivan is heading up the posse. Colm, good morning.
Good morning, Neil. How are you?
Very good. What you got in mind?
Okay, well, we're in the city centre here. We're going to take this autonomous car, the world's first self-driving car, out for a drive in Cork City. It's a historic moment for motoring, I suppose, and a historic moment for us in Cork that it's happening here in Cork. And Paul Byrne from TV3 is here as well. And Paul is actually going to be the guinea pig today. He is going to test drive this car for us around Cork City. So I'm going to put you on to Paul now, Neil, and he'll give you a picture of what it's like behind the wheel of this car.
Okay, much obliged. A very historic day on Leeside. Paul, good morning.
Neil, good morning. How are you doing?
Are you feeling nervous? Are you surrounded by gadgetry and equipment and things, or what?
In fact, there's the steering wheel, a couple of buttons, and am I nervous? Well, I suppose it's a great way to cure my constipation. Yeah, I'm just going to have the hands off the steering wheel. How you roped me into this is just, I don't know.
You're a better driver than me, perhaps, so...
Well, I won't be doing the driving. It's the car is going to be doing the driving. And I've been told, basically, by the person from the motor industry with us, that is just simply take off the hands, press a button, and off she goes. It's supposed to sense any traffic that's coming up behind you, in front of you, coming to the left or right of you. So I've said a novena, and I hope to God that everything works out.
Do you know where it's going to go?
Well, right now I'm coming down the South Link Road, coming up to the traffic lights at the Elysian, and we're going to head up Parnell Place, down Merchants Quay, down Patrick Street, and maybe up Washington Street. We'll take it from there. We'll see how it works. So what I'm doing, Neil, is we've just gone through the traffic lights at the Elysian, and we're actually in remote control, as it were, now. My hands are off the wheel. I'm on speaker, hands-free. This is frightening, Neil, to be quite honest with you, to think that this car is actually... Jesus Christ, sorry. Yeah, there was just a motorcycle past me there. It's just when you're not in control, Neil, it's quite different, to be quite honest with you. We're just coming up now past the City Hall. If the Lord Mayor is outside, he can come out and bless us. But we're coming over the bridge now, heading over towards...
Indicator on?
Well, the indicator isn't on because we're going straight there now, right over the bridge. And I've just got to say, I programmed in that we're going to the Capitol Cinema. So it's actually coming up. It's turned left here now on Merchants Quay. There's a couple of taxi drivers looking at us there. I suppose they can see that there's something on the roof, a satellite to try and help us guide us along.
The radar, the GPS.
So, one sec now. Oh, Jesus, no, sorry, somebody walked past us. The lights are red, so I hope to God that this thing stops. It's actually slowing down coming up to the traffic lights, Neil. This is absolutely amazing. It is actually sensing that the lights are red here.
Yeah, but you seem to get stressed, though.
Well, Neil, I'm an extremely nervous passenger, and right now I'm behind a wheel of a car, and I've got no control over it. And the indicator is just in the signal to go left. The lights are going green. The car is... Jesus, this is amazing. It's just taken off. And just turning left nicely around the corner here. We're just passing the row of taxis parked up here on the left-hand side.
Give them a wave.
Going down Patrick Street. I'll blow the horn at them, all right, but... yeah, you can touch the wheel. It's until you actually press the button to take it off remote that it stays in remote until you press the button.
No, leave it in remote.
I'm doing that because, as I said, we programmed in that we were going to the Capitol Cinema. The only thing is now the Capitol is demolished. I hope it'll find it.
Oh,
but
okay.
we're going... Do you know, actually, Neil, I was just thinking as we're cruising through Patrick Street here now at a nice speed, this is, I feel like Michael Knight in case of Knight Rider. Just going down. Or if you were going out for a few pints, the car will take you home if you get langers.
That's right, anyone can drive.
Watch it, I'm talking to the car, Jesus. Sorry.
What happened?
Somebody crossed past me there with a shopping trolley. We're just...
Does it brake when that happens?
It brakes, it senses, but you see, you've got no control over it. And somebody passed us across the road with a shopping trolley. We're just gone beyond Dunn Stores, which is on the right-hand side
Somebody
now. We're going up along, continuing to go. We're just coming up. What's his name? There's Pat O'Connell of the market coming up the side of the market. He must have heard us on the radio. Morning, George. He's there. Pat is saluting us. We're just going on. We're coming up now around.
It doesn't make any.
The Capitol is in sight.
It doesn't make any sound, sure, doesn't it? It's completely silent.
It's more or less silent. We're coming up to the lights at the Capitol Cinema, and we're going to ease down here. The lights are green at the moment. They're orange, so they're now on red, and the car is coming up to the lights. Absolutely, it's just that astonishes me. This part of it, that it actually can sense, and it did sense the person.
The trolley
crossing the road earlier as well. We're going to go straight down for... I had indicated, our programme didn't to go right. We're actually going Washington Street. We're going to go up Washington Street. And we're coming up... I'm pressing a button here now that I don't think... Still on remote control. Okay, stop. I'm after pressing something, Neil. Jesus, I'm after pressing the button, Neil, and I'm not...
Don't push anything you don't understand.
Neil, I know you won't believe this. I just have to... Into the back of the squad car. I shouldn't have taken it off the remote control button. I'm after crashing into a squad car here just at the back of...
the courthouse. Oh, no.
Up at the courthouse. Oh, Jesus.
Why did you turn the button? Why did you mess with it?
I touched the button, Neil, because I was trying to... Just the sound and the hands-free. I don't know what's after happening.
No, we'll have to kill this.
Getting out of the back of the... getting out of the squad car there now. Sorry, no. I'm not driving, guard. I'm not driving it, actually. I'm actually not driving it, guard. I'm not driving it, guard. Neil, I put you back onto column there. Just wait.
We'll probably have to end this because he's after hitting a car. He's after hitting a squad car, which is worse.
We're doing something for...
Neil?
Yeah. What's he saying?
You're not passing into the squad car. I'm sorry, look, just let me come out. Just let me come out there and talk to you, guard.
Neil, Paul is just stepping out of the car here now, talking to a guard who's just come over after a collision, and this is turning into a bit of a disaster, unfortunately.
Is there damage?
There is damage. There's a fair old dent in both cars now. From what I'm still sitting in our car here, and there's a fair old dent in both cars from what I can see. And Paul is out speaking to the guard now in question, who got out of the squad car that we actually collided with. And he's speaking to the guard now, and the guard does not look happy.
Why would he go near something that he doesn't understand? I mean, that's...
Yeah, you see, I'm looking at the array of buttons in front of us here in the car, and there are so many different buttons.
You wouldn't touch something. You wouldn't touch something if you didn't know what it was for. I mean, this is so embarrassing. You do something on air like this, and it just goes completely wrong. I mean, what's happening now?
He's still outside talking to the guard, and there's actually a second squad car just pulling up now, just coming past Reardon's here on Washington Street, and just pulling up by us. We're outside the courthouse here, just beyond Reardon.
Traffic held up?
traffic is held up in kind of coming down behind us. Definitely traffic is held up, yeah, and you can probably hear the siren of the second Garda car, which is just pulled up here now as well, Neil.
Can I talk to him anymore?
I'm going to try and he's talking to a guard, but the guard is gesturing towards me here now as well, and there's actually the guard is coming over to me here now, Neil, as well. So
okay, stay on the phone.
What's your name?
Can you just give me 2 seconds? I'm just speaking on radio at the moment.
I don't care what you're doing. What's your name?
Can I just 2 seconds?
Off that phone.
Okay, Neil, I'm going to speak to the guard myself. So I'm going to pass you back the call, okay?
Okay, if he's there, yeah.
Neil,
I hate going on about this, but you shouldn't have messed with that button.
Sorry, Neil, to be honest with you, I didn't know what I was doing towards the end of it. Neil, do you mind if I go? Because look, these cars when the talk was there. Sorry about this, Neil.
Okay, all right, I'll let you get on with it. More important things to do now at this stage if you've... unfortunately, that's not the kind of thing you expect to happen on live radio, but so be it. I hope that there's nobody injured. I don't believe there is. I would think that it was probably following the rules of the road from the point of view of the speed limit. So I hope that damage is minimal. It's one of those things, guys. What can I say? The lesson here, of course, if nothing else, is don't touch anything if you don't know what it's for. You can text 0868 104 106.